It's a very chilly morning. One of the quite a few days chilly morning. We've had a couple of days of snow so far, and it's between 4:15 a.m. in the morning, somewhere in there. I was just sitting on the bed pondering a scripture in the Bible that says that God led the children of Israel by a cloud by day and fire by night. And I don't know why this particular scripture kept coming to mind here and there, here and there. That cloud by day, fire by night would just pop up in my spirit. So this morning, I took notice of that thought when it came to me this morning. And what God shared with me is that He's teaching us to balance our thoughts and our emotions, feelings, intuition. A lot of us are more extreme to the other. Like one person may think a whole lot, they go by their thinking, they're a logic person, and they're not very experienced with being led by their feelings, emotions, intuition, the spirit. Well, the spirit is in both your thoughts and your feelings and emotions, if that's the way it's supposed to be anyway. And then another person may be to the extreme of emotions and feelings and intuition. That's my stance. I was a person that didn't do too much thinking. I went by how I felt, what my spirit and heart felt. Sometimes I did stupid things, stepped out on stupid things because I didn't think it through. And the ones that functions mostly on logic, they miss the mark because they don't go with their heart, their emotions, intuition. And God is showing me within a day and within a night, everything is working together as a flowing. From the parable that I'm speaking, cloud by day, fire by night, through the day, you think logically. You can see, you can analyze, and make wise decisions. You can discern your thoughts, think it through. Is it smart? Is it wise? Is it profitable? Think of the outcome. If I did this, what consequences could come? If I invested in this, how much of a risk? Can I afford this risk? Will this, you think you're able to think things through with that cloud by day. But that day sets, and then the fire by night. What makes you feel good? What ignites you? What sparks you? What in your spirit is stirring for you to step out when you don't see it, but you feel it? It's something within you, you know. I don't see it. It's not logical. It don't make sense. But something within me is fired up for me to move. So what God is really sharing with me to share is that we can't do one without the other. We've been getting by with just flowing in one heavier than the other, or totally dismissing the other. And God has and is elevating humanity to the point where you're learning you got to mix it up. Within a 24-hour period, you have a day and you have night. You got to use your wise counseling thoughts, rationale, but you can't get along with that only. Man cannot live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God. You can't do it alone with only your thoughts, your mind, your thinking, your rationality, your analyzing. You can't. God is elevating humanity where you won't be getting along only with that anymore. He's asking us to. He's requesting, demanding, and assisting us to grow up. And the ones that's us that is being led only by our what makes us feel good, taking risks without counting the cost, without the consequences being considered. You haven't thought the thing all the way through. God is asking us to grow up. We have to learn to use both of our tools of our mind and our emotions, feelings, because we're not led by our emotions and we're not led by our mind. We're led by the Spirit. The Spirit has to be the core, the center of the balance of this thing. It's the Spirit that moves the clouds by day. It's the Spirit that moves the fire by night. That makes up our whole being. Spirit. We're compartmentalized of multiple parts, and each one has to play its part. You can't not like thinking, and you can't not like feeling. You can't fight love. You can't fight the mind. It's the Spirit that brings the two together to be able to work together. In some sectors, they call it masculine and feminine parts of our being. But God leads us through a cloud by day and a fire by night. We need our mind and we need our feelings, our intuition, One can't do it alone. They need each other. But it's the spirit that's going to hold it together. Have a blessed day.